How you doing? It's Rodney Allen Rippy, and we're back with another amazing interview for the first Global Diversity Summit. I am so honored. I'm telling you, we have had some of the best people from around the world being a part of the summit, and today I am here honored to be with the one, the only, the Honorable Diane Watson. She was a Congresswoman extraordinaire. She was a mover and shaker here in Southern California and across the nation. She is so well loved. She's now retired, but she is still a powerhouse, and she still believes in great education for the youth. She believes in STEM. And I'm going to pass it back to Bill, and I'm going to get out of the way. And without further ado, the Honorable Miss Diane Watson.
All right, Rodney. Well, thank you for that great introduction to such a wonderful woman that I happen to have met, and she allowed me to her house and made some food for us. I think she made some great salad, chicken salad. So thank you for that, Diane Watson. That was wonderful. And I'm just going to jump right into it, and let's talk about some of the. I want to talk about when you went to Japan and was a teacher there, and then we'll bring it back into this. What was that like when you were teaching?
I'm so pleased that we're talking globally, because we no longer live just in the United States of America, but we have an impression across to water, up and down. And so when we talk about global and diversity, that's what I'm all about. Very young, I took off and went over to teach in Okinawa before it became part of Japan. Mm. And when I left there, I went to France, and I taught there. And then I came back here and taught. Well, the reason why I'm mentioning that is that when we talk about global diversity, I thought it was important to know how other people live in their homelands. And I was so pleased to be able to go to Africa. And for about 8 years, I would take groups to visit Africa. Most people didn't understand that there were different countries on the planet of Africa. And when you go and you sit down and you talk with people, you eat with them, and so on, you kind of understand what this global entity is all about. And I'm so glad that you have looking back to pioneers. Well, we don't have to look back. We look forward now, because technology is part of our lives. And our young people can, once educated, and stay in school. That's my thing. And I stayed in school and went to every level I could, got every degree I could. And I used to tell all young people, my certificate from UCLA would take me all over the world. And that I did. And I just took off going by myself. But I started to learn languages. Then I would understand why people did certain things. Mm-hmm. I'm Catholic, and I go to Mass, and they used to print our missal in Greek. And I can even do it now. Of course, it's been English for years, but in Pax Domini Vobiscum Actum Spiritu Tuo. So I found out, once you knew a little bit about the language in Japan, for instance, and doors open to you, and your mind opens, and you find that we are really part of the world, and the United States has grown to be the most powerful nation in the world. So learn languages, be able to communicate with people. You don't have to go deep, but just be able to say, hello, how are you? And watch the doors open and the faces shine. So I'm so glad we're talking about diversity. We're talking about various companies coming together. We're talking about the new technology. And you can be on the moon whenever you can afford it. So what I mean there, we need to have our horizons open. It's not only your home, your neighborhood, your town, your state, but the world is there and it's challenging you to be part of the world. Be diverse. Don't be fearful, but continue to go ahead. And so this organization says diversity is the thing today. We're going to do it globally so people will come together and respect and appreciate each other. And languages can be what they use, but you can know a little bit about them, but you want to know their way of life so we can be a peaceful world, a united world. And the United States is supposed to be the most respected on the globe as a country. And let's keep it that way.
Very, very well said, Diane Watson. And when you talked about the moon, my cousin, Katherine Johnson, would be very proud of you right now. I had a chance to go to her 100-year birthday party, and she was speaking just as well as you're speaking at 100 years old, very clear, very kind, and understanding of the whole world. So when you said the moon and the world, I had to say that she's in us now. She passed away last February on the 24th, is another reason why we're doing the Global Diversity Summit in the month of February, along with Black History Month. Okay. And Mrs. Honorable Diane Watson, we're actually supposed to land next Thursday on the 18th on Mars with the new rover.
Yes, that's what I understand. And how wonderful that they're still researching and expanding, and know that we can see all of the various globes in space and can get there one day. We just have to don't go backwards, but become pioneers and go forward. And
Exactly.
but you're still here. And you know, the past is behind you. The future is ahead of you, but you're in the space now, the now space. So learn as much as you can and move forward as a pioneer.
And we, and Mrs. Diane Watson, Honorable Diane Watson is here to help assist. And that's why she's talking globally with the Global Diversity Summit and work with Hidden Pioneers and Rodney. And we really appreciate that because every person can make a difference. And with all the years of experience, you go on all over the world. But now we're right here in Los Angeles, where I think is needed the most. And we want to do something. We want to take something and we want to implement and execute things in Los Angeles and get it right and get the transportation back into the schools. Now, I understand that you have a score ahead with transportation and working on the cars and stuff like that. Tell us about that.
Well, as you know, when you get into the political arena, you usually keep going and you move up and up and up. And so I had my office on Crenshaw in Los Angeles, and we were in a big building where they repaired cars. So I would have our students from the high schools come over and start repairing cars, small sections and all. And then we would give them some curriculum from high school and they could work on that, and it just grew. And they put my name on the building because I came in there and turned the students into researchers and mechanics, and they could move ahead. I believe we have to model for our young people so they will know that we're taking them forward and upward always. And I'm just excited that we can be part of the technology. And there are many companies around, and you know, every day something changes and it expands. And so I want to say to young people and anyone who's listening, opportunities are around you. Take advantage. Don't slam the door. Go through it. And we're diversifying. And I am very pleased that I grew up in a neighborhood over on the west side. And we had Japanese on one side, we had Hispanics on the other side, we had Greeks down the street. So I grew up in an integrated environment that allowed me to go around the world and feel normal and feel that I wouldn't be surprised. I would just be experienced in being with other people who speak other languages, who eat different kinds of food, but I learned from them that anything is possible.
Anything's possible. You heard it, and it is true. And we have a great partner, Diane Watson, by the electric car company called Lucid. Lucid, you're gonna hear more about them. They're stepping up and helping out. And Derek, he came to my school in Long Beach, and he's got a son that's 16 years old who's kind of undecided, what he's going to do. But, he has good guidance. He's got a father that's doing something with an electric car company called Lucid. And we're really excited to have them because it's really a game changer for the whole transportation and technology coming together. And this is why we need your help, because Diane, you've kind of been there, done that, but you still want to move forward and not necessarily go back. You want to go
share. And every day something comes that's new, and I want to share that with those that are younger and moving ahead and all. And what we have experienced, we should be able to share as long as it's progressive and uncomplicated and giving the gifts to others. And because I've been around the world and lived around the world and eaten food that I never knew we would eat, raw fish and so on. But it really gives you what you need to be able to travel and experience and learn. And every day of my life, I try to learn something new. So if I can pass that on, and you're back to the pioneers, remember every moment they learned and passed it on and up and out.
Very, 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 very nice. And we're happy to leave you that poster, the movie poster, as far as the marketing that we're part of, and that can,
Bill, I'm here. Can I do the honors and present before you close?
Yeah, why don't you present that, Rodney?
Okay, hold tight. This is the magic of mobile production, everyone. So we're gonna move back just a hair. And I'm making sure we're still in frame, everyone.
Yep, we still got you.
Still in frame. And I am so honored to be here and to present to the Honorable Congresswoman Diane Watson this beautiful, beautiful framed image from the Hidden Pioneers from the first Global Diversity Summit. This is in honor of all the years and all the great things you've done for us. God bless you. Keep on keeping on.
Well, I'm very thrilled and excited that this keeps on and goes on. And you're looking at the future, and it has the technology in it. And we're all about technology now, and I'm so glad that different companies and all on here shows you that you can do anything, and you can take your gifts that were given to you at birth, use those, and be a pioneer for the future.
Thank you very much. And that is pretty much going to do it here. If you guys can, it's a fundraiser, so we'd be happy to, even if it's $1 around the world, to help so that we can go to more schools and, educate the youth about transportation and technology. Let's give them something to do so that they can travel like Honorable Diane Watson did all over the world and eat wonderful foods and do all the things and even go to the moon and Mars.
And Bill, I'd like to say, if I can, the Honorable Diane Watson has so many friends, especially with the CBC, the Congressional Black Caucus. That is the mecca of all of the wonderful African American in politics. I've had the honor to go and speak. Congresswoman Diane Watson, at the time when she was Congresswoman, she had me to go to the CBC to speak, and it was a wonderful time. And we would just ask, please help us spread the word about Hidden Pioneers, about the Global Diversity Summit, and any type of fundraising that you could do to help us. We would greatly appreciate it.
And they shouldn't be hidden. They should be accessible, and we can do that. Let those others know that we had people ahead of them, and they can then walk up, get in line, and go forward like we want all of them.
Okay.
And that's going to wrap it up, Bill. I guess we just had a wonderful, wonderful presentation from the Honorable Miss Diane Watson. And if you want to have a read of a lifetime, just go on Google and type in Honorable Diane Watson, and you will see her career and what she has done over the years. Thank you again.
Yes, sir.
Thank you so much. And for all you viewers out there, we'll be back with another great interview from the first Global Diversity Summit.